Welcome to this explainer. Okay, we're diving right into what might just be the absolute ultimate test of childhood bonds. We're talking about navigating the chaotic, beautiful, and highly emotional maze of Desi wedding prep. Today, we're analyzing a source transcript that perfectly captures the frantic energy of three best friends, Nita, Sonia, and the bride-to-be, Hania. We're going to break down the exact anatomy of this massive cultural milestone. Because let's be real, it is not just a party. It's a highly strategic, emotionally charged mission that these friends literally have to survive together.
So, what does it actually take to survive a strict mom, a frantic rush to the beauty parlor, and a deeply emotional Mendy night, all packed into a single ticking clock of a day? The stakes here are incredibly high. For our focused learners out there, you've got to think of this less like a simple itinerary and more like a high-stakes obstacle course. Our heroes literally have a matter of hours to complete all their household chores, secure permission to leave the house, completely upgrade their appearance, and somehow make it to the bride's house before the traditional singing starts.
All right, let's kick things off with Phase 1, the wedding prep hustle.
So our heroes are moving at lightning speed here, and Nita has this very specific master plan. Step 1, wash the clothes. Now, her friend Sonia is totally panicking, right? She's like, why are we doing laundry when we desperately need to be at the parlor? But Nita actually understands the physics of wedding beauty. As she points out on our source, if she washes clothes after getting her Mendy applied, the water and all that scrubbing is going to completely fade the henna design. It is a calculated move. Get the heavy water-based chores out of the way first. Once that's done, she's free to get her facial, shop for bangles at the Sunday market, and hit the Mendy night without ruining her look. It's all about resource management under extreme pressure.
Which brings us right to Phase 2, overcoming the Desi mom. Now we hit the primary obstacle in our hero's journey, that classic generational clash over beauty standards. The daughters desperately need modern parlor treatments, facials, bleach, to look their absolute best for this once-in-a-lifetime event. But the mother? She offers a very different, traditional counter-proposal. She completely dismisses the parlor as a total waste of money for young girls, arguing that chemical creams are just going to ruin their skin. Her solution is a 10-rupee paste of Multani Mitti, or Fuller's Earth. In her eyes, that super cheap, natural clay is literally all you need for a glowing complexion. It's this hilarious, totally timeless standoff between modern convenience and ancient, budget-friendly wisdom.
But Nita is a seriously skilled negotiator. When the mother points out that it's getting super close to Asr and Maghrib, the late afternoon and evening prayers, and just flat out refuses to let her daughter leave, Nita plays her absolute trump card. She leverages the emotional weight of the whole event. She reminds her mom that out of her only two best friends in the entire world, one of them is getting married. She has to look beautiful for her childhood friend's big day, and guess what? It works. The mother yields, but with a very strict, non-negotiable condition. Nita has to be back before Maghrib, and oh yeah, she still has to cook dinner the second she gets home.
Okay, so they're finally out of the house, but the hustle continues. And this perfectly illustrates a quintessential Desi experience, the street rickshaw haggle. The driver quotes them 300 rupees to get to Shahbaz's beauty parlor. Nita and Sonia immediately shoot back with 200. The driver meets them in the middle at 250. This rapid-fire negotiation on the street just perfectly captures the kind of everyday resourcefulness required to survive this day. They are saving every single penny they can because, well, as the mother reminded them, they are already on a really tight budget.
Moving on to Phase 3, the ultimate food bribe.
The girls finally make it to the parlor, their skin is glowing, they look great, but then sheer panic sets in. They are incredibly late. Nita is totally exhausted from doing laundry all morning, and she is dreading her mother's wrath, not to mention that looming chore of cooking a full dinner. But this is exactly where Sonia proves she is an absolute tactical genius. She creates what we'll call the apology package. Knowing Nita's mother absolutely loves bizarre food, she prescribes half a kilogram of biryani specifically to neutralize the mom's anger about them being late, and then adds half a kilogram of halim to completely cancel out Nita's chore of cooking dinner. It is a brilliantly calculated, delicious bribe aimed directly at the mother's weak spot.
And the execution is just flawless. They walk through the door, and the mother immediately starts scolding them. You have no sense of time, I told you to come home early. But the moment Sonia presents the food, the mother stops right mid-sentence. Her impending rage just instantly vanishes. She spots her favorite halim and biryani, grabs the bags, and shoos them away, telling them to just go get ready for the Mendy. The crisis is completely averted, all through the universal language of good food.
And that brings us to the final stretch, Phase 4, The Mehendi night magic.
If we trace this whole day, the emotional shift is pretty incredible. In the afternoon, it was all grueling chores and rushing around. In the evening, it was parlor glow-ups mixed with sheer panic about angry mothers. But as night falls and they finally arrive at the dolki, the reality of it all really starts to set in. Amidst all the compliments about their dresses and their glowing skin, there's this bittersweet realization that Nita and Sonia actually spoke aloud earlier in the day. In just 3 days, Hania is leaving them. All that chaotic prep, it was really just a loud distraction from the impending goodbye.
The sensory magic of the Mehendi night is absolutely unparalleled. Our source describes these vibrant cultural traditions so vividly. You have the rhythmic beats of the dolek echoing in the room. Everyone is singing traditional songs in unison. There's the playful teasing from the sister-in-laws and friends. And beneath all that laughter and music, there are quiet, heartfelt prayers being whispered for the bride's new life. This is the exact moment the three best friends, Nita, Sonia, and Hania, finally reunite after a long, exhausting day, just anchoring themselves in all their shared history.
And the emotional core of the night is captured perfectly in the song they sing together at the end of our source text. The night of Mehendi is a matter of joy, heartfelt prayers are with everyone today. They sing about the rhythm of the drum making the whole world fade away, about dancing from the heart in the colors of the Mehendi, and just cherishing a moment of happiness that will never quite return in the exact same way. It really emphasizes the deep, enduring bond of true friendship. I mean, they push through strict mothers, mountains of chores, and ticking clocks, all just to share this fleeting, beautiful moment of pure joy together.
Which brings us to our final thought. Just look at everything Nita and Sonia went through today. Strategizing laundry routines, surviving the parlor rush, negotiating with an iron-willed mother, and deploying highly tactical food bribes. It really makes you think about the lengths we'll go to for the people we love. Have you ever moved mountains or, perfectly timed washing a mountain of clothes just to ensure you could stand beside your best friend and see her smile on her biggest day? True friendship really does exist. Sometimes it just requires a little bit of hustle, a clever apology package, and a whole lot of love. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I hope this gave you a brilliant, structured look into the absolute roller coaster that is surviving wedding season.